how will all of these overnight cues impact our own markets? Our research team joins in with the trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course the setup on the F&O side of things as well. Well, make no mistake, it was a very good session that we had on the Nifty yesterday, and recovering everything that we lost during Friday's trading session. But the one pain point that the index has, it is still stuck in that range, and it is failing to cross that 24,350 mark decisively on the upside. And if you could take a look at the intraday highs that the index has made over the last 4 trading sessions, you will get an idea that it is stuck between this 24,350 to 24,360 range, and it is finding resistance at that level, and it is failing to cross that. And even yesterday's high of 24,355 is testimony to that. Almost 40% of Nifty's moves yesterday, the index was up almost 200 points, 280 points actually, and 40% of that came from Reliance Industries, and it was the best single day gain that the index heavyweight saw in the last 10 months, and that added almost 93,000 crore rupees to the market cap of Reliance. And you can see that 109 points coming from Reliance Industries. Of course, it was ably aided by the banking heavyweights as well, and it was also evident because of the Nifty Bank too, that was up almost 700 points in yesterday's trading session, as the heavyweight banks too contributed to the index up move in yesterday's trading session. But even for the Nifty Bank, it has recovered half of what it fell from the record highs, but that 55,550, 55,600 bid remains that resistance barrier for the index to cross and go back to that 56,000 mark that it had scaled early last week. Now, institutional activities, well, both foreign and domestic investors were net buyers in yesterday's trading session, and April might just turn out to be only the second month since September last year where foreign institutional flows have been on the positive side. Well, of course, in today's session, earnings reactions continue. There are a lot of earnings lined up today as well. Keep an eye out on the border tensions between India and Pakistan and any developments that take place there. And of course, we see if there is any additional buying in defense companies, because a lot of these defense stocks were up 7, 8, 10% in yesterday's trading session. But for now, the GIFT Nifty is indicating a marginally positive start for our own markets, the implied open suggesting a 36-point uptick as of now. But over to Sudarshan now, who will list out the stocks that you need to keep an eye out for this morning. Sudarshan, good morning. What's on your list?
Good morning, Harma. So we'll start with companies which have reported a good set of earnings. In that one, first one is Firstsource. Its revenue was up 2.1% sequentially and was up 25% if you compare year on year. Also, FY26 constant currency revenue growth guidance is of 12 to 15%, and exit deal pipeline in Q4 was 30% higher if you compare with Q4 of FY24. For Adani Green, revenue has risen 21%, margin was at 78% against almost 73% in the same quarter last year. For PNB Housing Finance, profit has increased 28%, NI was up 20% year on year. Now, companies which have reported are kind of disappointed in Q4. First one was Nippon Life AMC. Revenue was in line with estimates, but quarterly average asset under management was down 2.2%. SIP AUM was down 7%, and AAUM market share was down 5 bips, and equity market share was down 13 bips sequentially. Adani Total revenue was up 4%, margin has slipped 60 basis points. Oberoi Realty revenue has fallen 13%, even margin has fallen more than 630 basis points. Now on the news flows, IndusInd Bank CNBC-TV18 News break has got confirmed. Arun Khurana has resigned as whole-time director and deputy CEO, and that is effective April 28. Tata Tech, as per sources, TPG Rise Climate, which held almost 6% stake as of March 2025. We understand that it's going to sell 3.9% stake today via block deals, and price range is 670 to 698 per share. Last one is IOL Chemicals. Its product ibuprofen has got approval from Chinese regulator. Now it can export to Chinese markets.
Keep an eye out on IOL Chemicals. Sudarshan, thanks a lot for that. And lastly, Mangalam joins in with cues from the F&O space. Mangalam, good morning. What's the F&O data indicating today?
Well, a couple of things that the F&O data is indicating. The first part is that tomorrow is, the weekly options expiry because of Thursday being a holiday. T-Street yesterday did extremely well. So the Nifty had about 300 points in gains led by the Nifty Bank. The mid-cap index did a step better. The key contributor on the way up was Reliance. Over 100 points on the Nifty suggested by Reliance itself or supported by Reliance itself. What we need to watch out for is how the IT stocks perform today, how the auto stocks perform today, and how the pharma stocks perform today. Yesterday's high was 24,355. April 23rd high was 24,359. So that's something we need to cross. And the GIFT Nifty is suggesting a positive start up to about 38 points, which implies that we will open above yesterday's high and closer to April 23rd high itself. What's good is both the FIs and the DIIs, they are buying in cash markets, so that's supporting. Secondly, one day before, on Friday, we saw the market did underperform a bit. The FI shorts came back into the system, and we made this point that, shorts will cover their positions if the market moves higher, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. They bought about 2,200 crores in index futures, added 9,200 longs, and covered 3,100 shorts as well. What does this do to their long exposure? If you look at the FIIs, the start of the series, they were net contract of close to 25,000 contracts on the short side, increased all the way up to 35,000, and now it's down to 22,276, with longs increasing from 41%, falling to 38%, now at 42% itself. All the options that are expiring tomorrow, what are the option writers betting on? 24,350 call at a premium of 99 rupees, telling you levels above 24,400 could see some supply. But if were we to cross and stay above that, then there is a lot of positioning at 24,500 call as well for a positive pop up itself. On the lower level, support has moved higher from 23,850 to closer to 24,200. That's the action at the 24,300 put and the 24,200 put as well. At the afternoon yesterday, we had pointed out the possibility of RBL Bank entering F&O ban, and that's exactly what has happened. After a 10% up move, the stock is in F&O ban.
First one to enter the ban this series is RBL Bank. Mangalam, thanks a lot for that.